Hello and welcome, this is MegaCorp, and we're back with some more of the multi-consumer products playthrough of Stellaris using the MegaCorp DLC. This is a new recording session for me, and one thing that has changed since the last recording session, if you can't already hear it, is a change to the layout of my work area here. So I got a new desk, which has given me a lot of room. My previous desk was pretty cramped, and one of the reasons you'll probably be able to hear that is I have moved the position of my mic. Previously, I didn't have a whole lot of room to work with. My microphone wasn't necessarily in the most ideal position. It wasn't that close to my face. It obscured my vision to one of my monitors. And now that I have more room to work with, I've moved it in. And hopefully things will sound better for you guys, but the audio levels might be slightly off to what you guys are used to. Might not be quite where we need it to be. So we'll see how things go. I did do some test recordings, but I've found in my experience, you often really can't tell until you just do a normal recording session and just see how things sound. So this is the first time I'm using this setup, so we'll just see how it goes, and I'll make adjustments in the next recording session if anything is needed. All right, with that all being said, I believe where we left off is I just finished up the war down here, and we were victorious, but I have some cleanup to do. One of the things I'd like to do is I'd like to reroute my fleet here. I think we can just jump right into the gateway. Yeah, there we go. Now, I don't remember if I researched the tech for a construction ship to be able to... Oh yeah, I don't have the button here. Let me see if I can click on another star. I think normally it gives you a pop-up, or you could push this button. I guess I don't have the gateway tech, which is unfortunate, because one of the things I'd like to do in the near future is start setting up gateways in my empire so that I can jump from place to place quickly, but apparently I don't have that technology yet. So that will be a priority, but let's also get our military ships rerouted back to where they need to go. We should have one more fleet. Yeah, there it is. And I'm trying to think of what would be the quickest way here, because it's kind of going to be a long path regardless. You know what? We'll let the game decide that. We'll tell them to go all the way over here. And whichever path they want to take, as long as it's not one through hostiles, that's fine with me. Okay, so let's clean up some of this other stuff. So we have all these buildings to construct. I have a fair amount of minerals, so we should be able to pull that off. Let's check these couple planets first, though. Because we have unemployment. Clearly something we need to take care of. I don't have any more districts I can build, so we can't really deal with unemployment that way. And we're filled out on buildings here as well, so the way we get... Oh. I have quite a bit of ways to get housing, maybe a little bit more than we need, so that might be something we replace, actually. But before we do that, mineral production isn't necessarily great, although we'll have to see, maybe we'll recalculate things. But it looks like we could use some consumer goods. Yeah, you know what? I don't think this is telling me things accurately right now. Let's wait a little bit on that. Make sure we get a recalculation. We can focus on this other stuff first, though. So I've got 2 buildings I can build here. I'm gonna guess that everything was wiped from the previous owner, where we still get the branch office without having to pay for it. So one thing I definitely would want is an executive retreat, because it increases the trade value of this planet, which I would assume would give us more branch office value as well. So, but it does have gas, exotic gas, which again, it's saying I have production for, but I'm not 100% sure if I believe that. What would be something else that we would want here? Private military industries. Because we do have 2 buildings to build, so we might as well take a look at it. Well, I'm going to start with this one because it's the most expensive one. We'll go with that. And I'm probably going to want that on all these planets, because it seems like a pretty darn good building. I mean, that's why it costs as much as it does, I would imagine. Oh yeah, okay, we got 3 slots there. But again, I'm going to do one at a time and let them build, and then we'll go from there. These planets are really valuable, too. Compared to the ones that I already had, I mean, we were looking at a maximum 48. Even the weakest planet that we have here is worth more than that. So that's why I did that war. that's the last one, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I want to see a recalculation of our resources because I'm not sure how much I believe that. Let's go ahead and fast forward here a bit so we can get at least through the monthly tick, which should be where we get a lot of adjustments. Okay, so as I thought, you know, readjustments happen for sure. Now we're already dealing with this, or we were going to, weren't we? Ah, here we go. We could build some rare crystals here. That will take care of that. I believe it's called synthetic. Yeah. So that will be one way we deal with it. Then I'll go ahead and upgrade this, because we know we're going to get the rare crystals anyway. And then what's our deal over here? We also have unemployment over here. Well, here we still have room for a district. This is not a very big planet. So I'm thinking we go with the city district here. Although the mining district is tempting. Yeah, I think mining district is the right way to go, because this is going to be the only way we can get mining resources. As a matter of fact, I might want to dismantle some of these generator districts. I did those earlier because I wasn't really thinking about the size of the planet. Well, let's just build the one for now. But I'm starting to think that we want to replace some of these with mining districts. So we'll queue that stuff up. And we'll go from there. Okay, so unemployment kind of taken care of. And this is another place we were looking at it. We might as well look through our others and see what's going on here. So we have a lot of housing. Food production is looking really good, so probably get some energy production. That would actually be a good idea, because we are kind of replacing the ones over here. You know what, I'm just going to go ahead and replace another one of these. I'll leave one around, but... Okay, 3 jobs here as well. Kind of low on minerals right now. Alright. Let's go to our market and sell off this food. It's actually selling for a decent amount, so I'm going to sell actually all 10,000 and keep 5, because I don't think we need food that badly. Oh, I did gain a planet here too. We want to take a look at that. So we gained... What is the name of the planet? Because the AI has a habit of renaming them something else that has nothing to do with the system. So it's this planet right here. So let's take a look at it. That was one of the ones we were doing stuff with. Ah, okay, so I was thinking that was something I had done, but of course it's not something I had done, because this is something that the AI had control over. As a matter of fact, I see we have 2 precinct houses. I have no inclination to keep 2 precinct houses. That seems like a silly setup. So I'm going to go ahead and replace this, although I don't know if I have the minerals to do so. So we'll be patient for now, but that's something that I plan to do. As a matter of fact, if we're going to be talking about not having minerals, we might as well buy some. Let's buy 5,000. We just got about 9,000 from our sale, so I don't think that's that big of a deal. And then we can come in here to this area, because I know I'm going to have to fix this place. It's kind of a little... The AI can sometimes be a little silly with the things that they choose to put on planets. So we already know we need rare crystals. I figure we could use some more, so we'll go ahead and do that. And they have luxuries distributed. That's something that had already happened here. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with those changes. We also have trade value that's not being collected. That's probably because we don't have something connected here. So let's click on this. And we'll go ahead and transfer the trade over this way. And then I'm going to click on this station once we're done here and figure out, you know, what's going on here. And it's because they had like 1 million anchorages here, which is, again, kind of a silly setup. They're going to put a trade hub here, possibly 2 trade hubs. Yeah, trade hub. And here also going to be a trade hub. You know, the naval logistics makes a certain amount of sense because of how many anchorages are here. The crew quarters doesn't necessarily make sense. We'll judge that kind of stuff, though, when we're done. Alright. I think that pretty much sets everything up. We're mostly waiting for these things to be done. We have the minerals now to produce some more things on top of that. So we'll probably be fine, but we just need to keep an eye on it. And then technology-wise, where are we at the moment?
Research actualized.
Okay. Well, we just finished one, so that's nice. Okay, food from jobs. Not a high priority. It is rare and everything, but this is just I guess we could do this just to get it out of the way. Once this is done, though, I think that we're probably going to be seeing the gateway construction. I can't remember which category it's under. If it was under physics, you'd think we would have gotten it by now. So maybe under engineering, because I'm fairly certain we've finished most of the physics stuff.
Upscaling complete.
You know, and while I'm thinking about it, I think we don't need 2 science ships. So one's there. Where's the other one? Wherever this other one is. Okay. You know, I have one up there and I have one down here, and the reason I have it distributed that way is if in case anything happened like that. But, you know, we're probably paying maintenance for these things. Just get rid of it. We'll just keep the one science ship around for now. The construction ship we want to keep around in case we can... Is there any resources we need to take advantage of? I think it's just this trade value. That's it. But if we do get that gateway tech, then we do need construction ships. As a matter of fact, we might need more than one, so keep that in mind. And you're not in orbit, are you? In orbit. Alright. Another thing I should probably take a look at is making sure that I have all of the rivals I could possibly have.
Upscaling complete.
Okay, so yeah, right now we only have... We're rivaling... And we're being rivaled by only one nation. I almost kind of wonder, is that an issue where we cannot do it because we're so powerful? So, like, let's just take a look at people that really hate us. These guys really hate us, these guys really hate us. I'm not seeing the... Yeah. Because we're so powerful, we can't be rivals with them. Alright, let's see if these guys will be another potential. Okay, yeah, we can do with them. Might as well. Gives us some influence. Don't necessarily need it, but it wouldn't hurt. These guys hate us anyway. We're already rivaled with them. And then... The Them Confederation hates me? Oh, there's a little breakout. A little breakout empire here. I wonder what happened with that. Interesting. Is that something I can help my subsidiary with? I'm not going to worry about that right now. Can we do anything with these guys? And we can declare rivals with them. I mean, they're rivaled to... people that we're on friendly terms with, so... That should be our last rivalry. How is their war going? Well, we're kind of waiting to get technology and build up our strength. They're looking for those rare crystals, but we're working on it. So, looks like just this one system that these guys still control, and then over here there's a handful, but again, the Gorf citizen state is getting wrecked over here. And more so in other areas. Yeah, they're still really starting to fall apart, the Gorf citizen state.
Upscaling complete.
I wonder if we take a real quick look at it, because we were looking at context earlier. Has the consciousness recovered? Look at that. These guys aren't overwhelming anymore. Although it's just the economic side of things that we're on par with. They're still pathetic to us, but I think the thing is, our fleet is just so powerful that it's hard to really gauge that kind of stuff. We can't take on a fallen empire maybe, but I kind of feel like you should be over here. And where's that other fleet? You're here. You should be hanging out, say, by Gargantua. And then the Drake should hang out in our capital. I think that's going to be the distribution of our fleets for right now. Oh, we're getting insulted. The galaxy is not your personal garbage disposal unit, multi-consumer products. Keep your so-called products to yourselves. That was a really good insult considering our name. I like that one.
Research actualized.
Alright, more research here. Battleship hull points. Okie dokie. We've got Titan hull points, which I feel like we've already had. I think I'm going to end up having to go with the armored torpedoes here, just because it's kind of a quicker one that we can get out. And who knows, maybe torpedoes are better than missiles, so I'm going to be a route we go. We are low on minerals. I know I've been working to replace some stuff. Oh, we got something going here. So, what do we want here? The problem is with the rare crystal production, which we have now gotten more on track, so that's good. Problem with that is it eats into our minerals, which is what we're dealing with right now. I'll go ahead and just upgrade that now. Problem is I need stuff like mineral purification plants, but this is not the planet to put it on. As a matter of fact, I may have made a mistake over here. This one. Maybe we don't need the synthetic crystals now. Probably what we need is the mineral purification plant here. So actually, let's close that out. And we'll click on this guy and say replace. And we want mineral purification plants because that will increase the overall production as well as just giving us flat minerals. So I like that. And then we'll go from there. Okay. Working on that. We have overpopulation again. The problem is by sending over the robots, we're actually freeing up jobs because they don't take up that much space. We could resettle people. But that's what we need for our higher end jobs. I'm not sure there's an easy solution other than just replacing things that we don't need. Because we have as many city districts as we can physically have, at least I think so. Oh, we are producing so many energy credits, jeez. You know what? I'm gonna do a little bit of a test here. I'm gonna demolish one of these and see if we get a city district out of it. If we don't, then I'll just build back up the energy thing. But doesn't tell me what the maximum thing is here, and I get this feeling the maximum is whatever you have left over. Could be wrong on that. That's 9, and that looks like it. So if I'm judging this correctly, if we dismantle this, yeah, okay, I was right. There's going to be a little bit of time. Matter of fact, I may do that again, but we'll wait. So some of these systems where I have no more way to get housing, that might be a solution we try. Although it's only a couple places at this point, but that's the case. I say that. Quite a few places, actually. Speaking of which, this is one of those places where we can do some things. I think, have plenty of those. Yeah, alright, let's go with that. We're fully upgraded here. We're not here. This doesn't take resources, does it? Oh, rare crystals, okay. We have a couple level ups for this, I think, though, so let's go with that. I'm just trying to maximize all of our things on our planets, making sure we're keeping on top of that. Researching these gases, which I think I'd rather go with the alloys here, even though that will eat into our minerals. I should probably go for things that don't eat into our minerals. This eats into consumer goods, though, which ultimately eats into our minerals. It's one of those games you play with this. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this one, I think. Alright, just making sure we keep doing the job thing. Oh, you know what? It's that time to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.